Action. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of CovInspiration with Dayo Israel. As you can see, I have on the show Africa's number one talking drummer, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. She's no other person than Ara, the talking drummer. Give it to us, Ara. Let us see what you're made of. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Ara, the talking drummer. My sister, you're looking good, though.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. How have you been?
I've been fine, thank you. I've been fine. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for being my big sister for many years. I celebrate and appreciate you. And the Lord bless you and keep you. I'm loving this your hairstyle. What happened to the long hair?
Well, because this is the COVID new normal for me right now. I have to invent something to go with the season, because my brothers can't come from Togo right now. So because so I had to come up with something, chopped off a part of my hair, and then I came up with this. So it's what people are mostly, yeah.
Wow. So how did talking drum, of everything? We have African singer, we have dancer, we have rapper. You picked the talking drum. Is there a reason why?
The talking drum picked me, Dayo. The talking drum picked me over 40 years ago. As a little girl growing up in Warri, Delta State, then Delta State, my father was a senior manager with UBA at the time. He was on transfer to Delta State. Yeah, so we travel quite a bit around the country. I grew up in a household of guys, so I was more of a tomboy. My elder brothers, my cousins, my younger brothers, and everyone around me. Then my grandma, and my mom, then my dad. I was daddy's girl, In the primary school, I was the head of the cultural group. When I got to Akure, because my father went on transfer to Akure again as the bank manager, I was the head of the cultural group at the time, as well as the senior girls' school. My interest in talking came about during one of our visits to Ondo, because my dad is from Ondo town, and my great grandfather from my maternal side is a high chief in Ondo. So he had a mini palace. So one of Baba's talking drummers, inspired that the way the man used to play the drum, the yaido, and I was like, one day I summoned courage to ask him to allow me carry the drum. He did, and I struck, and that memory never left me. So over the years, I played other traditional drums, not just the talking drum, but the talking drum, I guess. I don't guess, I know that there is more to it than me just playing the talking drum. Because I remember when the brand was being formed by my former record label boss, Olawan. I remember that, at his beach resort, he had the talking drum as his doorbell. So one day, I just struck it, and I was like, I would like to play this. At that time, there was no female. So I was afraid. And because we were like, okay, who is the female that we know that is playing this? We searched, we did our research, nobody. We tried to get other guys to teach. Everybody was staying back. So what I did was, he locked me up in the beach resort at that time, and I bought series of music of different musicians. My dad had a very wide collection. So I trained my ears to listen differently. I bought a talking drum, then I started practicing. My first audience were monkeys.
Wow. Amazing. And you have decided to own this, and you pioneered the talking drum industry for women and for females. So you're technically like a female warrior. So where did the name Ara came from? Was that your natural name, or was linked to you being a talking drummer, the Aralola, was that linked to you being a talking drummer?
No, my name is Aralola. My given name, my full
Wow.
name is Aralola Sherifat Akpeke Olamuyiwa. That's my name. My grandfather gave me that name.
Wow. Wow, wow. So let's talk about this drum. But before we go into the drum, can you play me something? Play me something on the drum. Let our viewers at home hear something more. Can I sing to that? Can I sing to that? I want to sing to it. Oh yeah. I want to sing to it. I want to sing to it. Oh yeah. Ẹgbẹ́ mi, ẹ wá sí a, ó ti fẹ́lẹ́lẹ́. Ogun Jésù, fẹ́rẹ́ dé tán, afẹ́rẹ́ ṣẹ́gun. Ó dìmú, èmi fẹ́rẹ̀ débẹ̀ ní Jésù yìí. Wọ́n wàdà sọ̀rọ̀ pé wà yóò dìmú. So before I have you recite another, before I ask you have you recite another song, so start thinking about a song that everybody knows that you can play. But before you do that, why is it called a talking drum?
Okay, it's called a talking drum because it speaks the language of the player. If, for instance, I speak French right now, I definitely will play it. For instance, I can play Nigerian national anthem, London Ranges for London. I can play all of that because I speak English. So if I could speak French, I would play it. And the person who is from that territory would understand. If they know the song or what I'm saying, they would understand what I'm saying.
And also, we watch Shaworo there. So there's something about the fact that the drum speaks languages.
See, the talking drum was first a means of communication in the days of old. It was a means of communication. It was like your email, your letter, right? From town to town. When during war, the talking drum, there's the drum they play. You know this is war. If it's a funeral, you know, a naming ceremony, you know, a wedding, you know. And when you need to pass a message, of course, I'm told that there are some other spiritual angle to that. You stand at, I'm sure you saw that in Shawori Day, where the guy stood somewhere and played the drum and the message. It was the means of communication with a musical instrument. So it speaks.
So I want to hear you play the national anthem. Can you play that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, let's go there. Wow! Honestly, I am enjoying this. Everybody, please give Aralola a big round of applause. So, what else can you play with the talking drum? What else can we hear from the?
A lot. Let's play a lot. There's a lot. Let me see.
Lady. Yay! That's true. I remember. when you go to all those parties outside, those men are there with their shekere and their drum, and they are passing different things. And when somewhere one day play gun 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 gun. Gang, 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 gang. Do you know? Okay, let me know if you can interpret the drum. Gang, gang,
Okay.
gang, 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 gang.
No, I can't interpret
Do you remember that one?
You're not playing. Maybe it's
Oti,
Yoriki.
share. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, play that one. Let's hear. Oh. I know the talking drum can also be used to pass insults. Please show us an example of how it can be used to abuse. Maybe like there's, I saw that in Shawori there as well. Let's hear that one too.
Well, let me see.
We want to explore the drum today.
Let me pick. Okay. Obìnrin dúdú, obìnrin pupa, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kúkú obìnrin.
Please play that again. Play it again. Please play it again. Obviously, that's one of the things they do at the parties when you see an onote. No, okay, there's a difference between insult and ote. One of the things the talking drum is also used to do is to call ori ote.
Yes.
Like ori which one?
Okay, let me see. Okay, the one I play a lot that I love. One of the one that I love the most is.
Yeah, nǹkan mi ni ẹ má bá ń dùn.
Then there is there's so much. Bọ́wọ́ lu ni kò lè pa ni, igi tí a fẹ̀yìntì tí ò gbé ni dúró. Bọ́wọ́ lu ni kò lè pa ni.
Please play it one more time.
Okay.
The drum, that's why it's a talking drum, because you can communicate different things through it. You can pass messages, and it also has, spiritual. Before I go into you and your person and where you have played and all the achievement, I really want people to enjoy you, because I think people have not seen Ara in a long time. So they need to feel the impact of Ara, the drummer. You need to take us, let people know that Ara is still here and Ara still has everything, She still has the energy and she still has the drum. So another thing I know that the talking drum can be used for is to praise. So before we go to praising of God, it's to also make a man feel like you're everything. So there was one time I went to Abuja, and there was this outside the Yaradua Center. They were outside and they were playing the drum and they were doing that Kiniko Hausa thing, and they were singing and they were trying to praise me so I can give them money. And when they go to Yoruba weddings, you see them outside and they are playing the drum for you, and you want to give them every money that you have. What are the type of songs that you play? That have you actually ever played the drum so much that somebody spent all the money in their pocket for you?
Okay, with Ara now, the set of drummers you're talking about are the praise singers. Yeah, we use the talking drum for
for the
yes, we do that. We praise sing. I could do that, but because mainly Ara performs, concert.
Mega concert.
So I am rarely invited to weddings, engagements, when people want to create that wow factor, maybe the Ile Oko or ilé ìyàwó afẹ́ káwọn náà mọ̀ pé àwa ń bẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kára wa gbé ìyàwó wọlé, ẹ jẹ́ kára wa gbé ọkọ wọlé, you know those foreign kind of things. So they invite Ara to come, and I come with my group, and we do those, we mesmerize people. I'm like, and the ọkọ comes. I've done that a number of times. So we do all of that. We do all of that. And it's such a beautiful thing. Our culture is a beautiful thing. And I'm really proud to, do what I do. I also wanted to know that the talking drum, for instance, the kings, our royal fathers, they wake them up, especially the Alaafin for you, that I know. They wake them up with a drum.
Wow.
And they play Oriki from generation to his generation. Right? Now, when he goes out, if a visitor is coming in, if the drummers are at the palace, I'm sure you've been to the Alaafin's palace. If a visitor is coming in, they play the drum. They let him know who is coming. They announce the person coming. They let him know if this person is a good person, if it's a bad person, if it's a traitor, if it's a betrayer. Oh no, it's a son of the soil, daughter of. They tell him immediately. And when the king, gets carried away, sometimes they are, and he's forgetting, a lot of things. They would let him know. They would tell him when he's saying a lot that he shouldn't be saying. They let him know. They play it on the talking drum, on the yai.
You are going to play all of this for us today. All of it for us today. So please, we are doing Yoruba education tonight. So when listening, they use it to wake him up. They use it to tell him who is coming. They use it to also warn him in, what to say. Please continue.
Exactly. They basically they communicate with him with the talking drum. I know these of the Alaafin for you, of all the kings in Oodua land. The Alaafin for you is very knowledgeable and deep, and Oyo is the home of talking drum anyway. It's the hub, so he understands it. I don't know how to play the traditional drumming. Now there is a female. There is a female who does that. I paid her a courtesy visit some months ago before the lockdown. She was shocked because I went to her like, oh, how can Ara come to me? I'm like, no, you do something that I appreciate. You do the traditional drumming. I don't know how to do the traditional drumming. She does it so well that the Alaafin takes her wherever he goes.
Wow.
She's that good. She's the only female that does that. She plays the Yailu and praises the Alaafin from the first generation to the last. Males do it, but she's the first female that I know that does that. So I don't know traditional drumming.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So which of the songs that wakes up the king can you do for us today?
I don't know.
Which one can you attempt? Okay, which royal one can you play for us?
No, I don't know.
Richie.
No, I don't know any one of them. I don't know any one of those.
Give us, which one do you use at weddings? Give us one for Ilioko.
I basically, when I perform, when I bring the bride or the groom in, they have all these Alaga people.
Yes.
The Alaga sings, right? The songs that they want.
Yes.
And then I lead with my Yailu, and I carry both drums. So they are singing, and I'm drumming to what their feeling they want is that, Aralola. So with my regalia, my maidens, with my team, down the wow factor, everybody's like, whoa, already. So I'm not playing the Oriki of the husband. And then I have a chanter. My chanter is chanting.
Oh, I remember him. His
name is Akpata. He chants, either the groom or the bridegroom's Oriki. So it's a thunderous effect. Like, wow, you're having around the drums, you have a chanter chanting the Oriki, and you have maidens, throwing flowers, like coming to America, ushering in the groom or the bridegroom. So you can imagine, wow, So that's it.
Talking talking about coming to America, which song or which drum did you play for the Queen of England?
Oh wow! I performed the national troop. I performed the national
Wow.
troop. Yes, I
Yeah.
drums for the Yoruba section. So it was something that Dr. Yerima was the one in charge. There was something they had put in place, and I just came into it and rehearsed what they wanted me to rehearse. So it wasn't my own thing. It was a creation from scratch by Dr. Yerima. Yes. So it
Wow.
wasn't.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah. But
Uh,
performing
one of
in England was
one of
one of
the
my highlights in my career.
you've also played in a few places in the UK,
Yes.
if I'm correct.
In the
Like
UK,
where and where?
in the UK, in the US, in China, in Jamaica, in
Wow.
India, in Canada, in France, in Ghana, in what other country have I been to? Yeah, a couple. Yes, I've been to all of those countries and more.
And so what do you think is the future of the talking drum industry? It's not very popular, but at the same time it's also popular, but it's not mainstream. Is it something that you think I know you did something with was it Two Face some time ago?
Yes, I did.
Well, yes.
Yes.
What do you think is the future of mainstreaming talking drumming?
Thank you so much for this question, Dayo, because one of the things I'm trying to do with mainstreaming the talking drum is going into collaborations with mainstream artists, right? What I did with Two Face was strategic, was to actually draw attention to it. But of course, people went more for the controversy of Two Face and I than, the attention did not go to the
To the music. It went to the chemistry.
I know there was Tupu is my brother from another mother, so people just wanted to, they just wanted to see that aspect and that. But mainstreaming a talking drum for me. It's part of the reason why I went into movie production. And it's part of the reason why I'm looking forward to having different collaborations with mainstream artists in the industry. I already have something talking to Shay
Yes.
on the collaboration. I'm looking forward to working with other mainstream artists like Davido, Whiskey, Olamide, etc. Of course, I did something with Stevie Wonder years back. But then there was no social media then when I did that stuff with Stevie Wonder, So I believe that
I think we're having network connection issues. But yes, sorry, we lost the internet for a bit there. So you were talking about Sheish collaboration.
yeah. We had a chat the other day, and like after this lockdown, we need to come together to do something. So I'm trying to see how I can mainstream the talking drum. That's my purpose, really, for people to accept, this unique instrument. And people of Yoruba descent are over 150 million all over the world. And I believe that mainstreaming is something that we should be looking at. I'm looking at Broadway. I'm looking at, what stage for the talking drum. I'm looking at international collaborations. I'm looking at featuring the talking drum in my movies. I produced a movie a few years back, Battle of the Frontier, and the talking drum was one of my main features, right? So any movie I produce, because my perspective is projecting our origin potentials to the world through my movies, and also what I mean, who we are the people, because if we do not tell our story ourselves, people will tell it the other way around, right? So I'm hoping that mainstream artists would also
Sorry,
see
guys. I think that we lost her from the internet, but I'm sure reconnected. We're having some internet issues. Okay, I'm glad we're back now. Good, excellent. So before we lose you again, I'm going to try to wrap this up not very soon so that we don't keep having this interruption. That's why I stopped going to Instagram, because the internet was always bad. So, Ara, we want to hear from you again. Play some things for us. Treat
okay.
us.
Okay.
What makes you a unique talking drummer?
What makes me a unique talking drummer is, number one, I'm the number one female talking drummer in the world, the pioneer female talking drummer. The second thing that makes me unique is that there are no two Ara. Even if I had a daughter today and she picked up a talking drum, she could never play like me because I have my unique style. She would create her own style and niche. What makes me unique is because as a pace setter, as a pathfinder, everybody wants to be like me. Even if they're trying to create a niche for themselves, people will always say, oh, they want to be like Ara. What makes me unique is because I broke a major traditional things, and I helped our tradition to evolve, to make people accept what we do as females. And I always say, I give respect to every female who had ever played the talking drum but was never recognized. Because I'm sure that there must have been some female at some time in life who picked the talking drum but was shut down, right? So being the first to be heard and of international repute makes me unique, and I have given a voice to the girl child because it's beyond the talking drum. I am saying, hey, you have no reason you have no excuse. Your gender is no barrier to achieving anything in life. Your tradition is no barrier, it's no excuse. Culture is no excuse. Our culture is also evolving, right? So what makes our unique is a whole lot and more.
Fantastic. So we're going to switch off on here soon and move to Instagram to give those ones there to some taste of Ara. But before we do that, the final thing I want you to do is to play us some church song, because the talking drum is also used to praise God. So show us how to use the talking drum to praise God. Give us some hymns and some church song.
You sing and
I think my church mind is those ancient songs. Let me tell you the song that came to my mind. Egbe mi Wasia. Can you imagine? I'm used to the old time songs. So let me give you Ẹ̀yin Jésù kò sẹ́nìkan. Can you do that one? Lẹ́yìn Jésù kò sẹ́nìkan o. Ọba mímọ́ lọ́tún kò sẹ́nìkan o. Ẹ̀yin that's not going to stop us. Ọba mímọ́ lọ́ba tí mò ń sìn, sẹ́nìkan o. Bàbá mímọ́ alágbára mo borúkọ rẹ. I think we lost her a bit because of internet connection, but I'm expecting Ara to join us in a bit and to be back on the show. It was great spending time with you guys. Thank you so much for your time and for tuning in today. I'll see if Ara can come back. If not, we're going to move over to Instagram, and we're going to be on Instagram from 6:30 to 7 to continue the great time and entertainment. See you on Instagram. The Instagram handle to follow is @Dayo Israel. If you follow me on Instagram @Dayo Israel, we'll take this over there. And it's been longer I was on Instagram, so tonight I thought I might do half on here and half on Instagram. Please follow us on Instagram, and then we can continue the conversation there. Let's hope the internet doesn't stop us. That's the handle to follow to join us on Instagram. Thank you, and God bless you. I see all of you. I greet you. Thank you.